Hello and welcome to Park Life. Today I'm filling in for Craig, who's on his way up to Harrogate, but this week's Park Life is going to be focusing on the Stevenage game. I'm normally behind the camera, but this time I'm in front of it. Coming up on this week's Park Life, we speak to manager Matt Taylor and one of our own, Archie Collins. We also speak to Will Barrett about some memorable games versus Stevenage. But first, we're going to look at Tuesday night's highlights.
Battle by Bowman to win the ball. Curling effort, not too far away. Harrogate, nice combination play on the edge of the penalty area. For promotion, Exeter looking to apply a finish here. It's a fierce drive into the box. Working the ball in wide area as well. That's a nice touch from Caprice. This time has he got the ball into the box. It's a very good ball and it's very nearly glanced in. Spots the overlapping run. Might be a chance to deliver the ball in. They'll go for goal instead. Well, Borrell's drive is saved. Such good play by the defence. They've given the ball away here into the area. Again, it's Bowman. And only just wide. In the wide area as well. Low cross into the area. Has caused some trouble. They get the chance away. And Maxted with a super stop. Well, that's definitely a foul on the far side. Sparks who goes to the ground. Driving run though here, and it's a foul right on the edge of the penalty area. And it's another foul by Barrett and another yellow card. And he's off with 18 minutes remaining. Sparks gets the ball into the area, searching cross, which maybe touched on towards Bowman. Keeper to the rescue, and it just wouldn't sit down for the chance. They've managed to cling on here, Tam and Harrogate. They managed to in the rain.
Now we catch up with manager Matt Taylor to tell us what he expects from Saturday's game against Stevenage.
Probably the uncertainty of what league they were going to be in at the end of last season or start of this season and the off-season made it difficult for their new manager. But they've recruited strongly in the last few weeks and their results reflect that. Picked up a really good patch of form. Obviously didn't have a game on Tuesday night due to Crawley's issues with the COVID. But a game they'll be looking to get something from this weekend. But we're no different. Obviously we had the travelling and the game on Tuesday night and we came through that not in a bad position personnel-wise. But we're going to have to go attack this weekend in relation to what we want out of the game. All the communication to the players on Tuesday was that we didn't want to go up all the way to Harrogate and come back with just a point and a 0-0 scoreline, but that happened and it certainly wasn't for the want of trying, and we just didn't quite have it in us to hurt the opposition enough on Tuesday night, and we'll certainly be looking to do that this weekend.
You mentioned there about Stevenage, they'll obviously be coming here looking to get something. You look at their recent away games at Cheltenham, Morecambe, Colchester, teams around us in the table, they've been there and picked up draws in all three games. I mean, it just shows how much they can frustrate the sides at the top. Yeah,
look, a well-organised team, strong defensively throughout the season, and they'll be looking to add goals, hence why they've recruited so well. And they've signed some good players who've got real experience at this level, which will obviously shore them up to a certain extent, but given a slightly different dimension. But similar to what we always say, Matt, I can't control what Stevenage are going to come and do. I won't know their team until I get the team sheet come the weekend. That's the way the nature of the league is at the moment in terms of uncertainty of who you're going to face. And we're looking for not a response or reaction in any way from this group of players, but we're looking to start finding some rhythm in our game, some attacking rhythm. It seems we've shown ourselves up defensively over the last few fixtures. One goal against Forest Green, one goal against Bolton, and then a clean sheet on Tuesday night. Something which was a weakness of ours early on in the season, but maybe we've lost a little bit of our attacking intent. The injuries to Randall Williams and Jake Taylor certainly haven't helped that, and it looks like we're going to be missing Joel Randall this weekend. So we're looking for a slightly different dynamic to our attacking play this weekend. Hopefully that will be on show come Saturday.
Ever present in the side and already made over 100 appearances for Exeter City, Archie Collins gives us his thoughts of Saturday's game.
Yeah, we look at our opponents on Saturday. We face Stevenage. They're struggling down the bottom, but they've picked up form recently. It's not going to be a game you'd expect against a side up the top, against a side at the bottom. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think every game in this league, if you're not on it on the day, you can easily get turned over by whoever it is in the league, top or bottom. So, I mean, they've been on great form recently, picking up points, and they've obviously signed a few in the transfer window. So we we don't really know what to expect from them. But I think if we concentrate on ourselves and bring what we know what to do at home, and we've got great opportunity for the 3 points.
Obviously, we've got that game, and then we've got Morecambe on Tuesday. I mean, you've got to be looking at 6 points there, haven't you?
Yeah, that's our aim. I think every home game that we go into, we aim for the 3 points. Simple as that. And we just got to keep building our performances and turning the performances into wins, basically. Because we are producing good performances. We just need to get over that line and get that 3 points in each game.
And we're creating plenty of chances as well. You could perhaps be worried if we weren't creating chances, but we're creating plenty, getting into, like you said, good positions. And it's only a matter of time, once again, that those chances, create plenty of goals.
Yeah, I mean, our team are capable of creating so many chances. I mean, like previous, we scored 5 and 6 in games when the ball does go in the back of their net on the day. Some days it just doesn't go in, and I mean, we just got to keep working and keep plugging away at it. And I'm sure that them chances will turn into goals.
Now time to catch up with Will Barrett, the club historian, about our history with Stevenage.
City will be looking to get back to winning ways this weekend, and the historical record gives us all reason to feel positive that we could well do just that. Since our first meeting with Stevenage in 2003, City have won 10, drawn 9 and lost just 5 of our 24 league encounters so far. Since Matt Taylor took charge of the Grecians in 2018, the record reads even better, with City winning 4 of our 5 meetings and picking up a point on the road in the other game. The last of these meetings came almost 1 year ago now, on the 8th of February 2020, when City ran out 2-1 winners at St James Park. On that day, Randell Williams' opening goal was cancelled out frustratingly by Daniel Kemp in the 79th minute, but Matt J responded within a matter of minutes to make it 3 wins out of 3 for the 2019-2020 season. However, despite another frustrating start to the season and no wins on the road so far for this weekend's opposition, Stevenage have managed to pick up 4 draws in their last 5 matches on the road, so we will have to be on our game to pick up a first win of 2021.
Were you here when Clinton Morrison scored that goal in front of the Sky Sports cameras against Stevenage in 2015? Now we're going to look back at that encounter. The last time Stevenage were here at the park, we ran out 2-1 winners thanks to a Matt J goal. We take a look back at that encounter now.
That's Randall Williams, and then it's a really good ball in, and somehow it's not turned in. Throw was taken by Dickinson. It's hacked in towards the area and then headed over the bar. Exeter City beaten in back-to-back League Two matches. That was Matt J. And that's a really good delivery, and then the opening goal for Exeter City. It's a really good header from Randall Williams. And a great delivery from Sweeney as well. There's the cross and there's the header. It's 1-0 Exeter. Dickinson. And that's a better one. And this is a really good opportunity for goal number 2. Stevenage struggling to clear their lines. And that's a better ball. Route 1 stuff from Exeter. There's Nicky Ajose going for goal in this game. Can they pinch an unlikely point? They're not going to do it like that. It's Collins. He's done well. That's a lovely reverse pass. Oh, and he's at the post. It deserved a goal. You could really do with one here. Oh, Daniel Kemp. Hesitation by Piers Sweeney. Kemp. He's still going, Kemp. Daniel Kemp for the equaliser for Stevenage. The bottom club have silenced St James's Park. 10 minutes to go at St James's Park. This is Route 1 stuff. Nicky Ajose twisting and turning, needs support. He gets it from Matt J. And Matt J has scored what could prove to be the winner for Exeter. Stevenage were level for just 2 minutes. They did everything to clear their lines, they just couldn't get it clear. And Matt J, that's a really good finish. His first since October. So, a tussle. And Exeter have won the battle. They are back into the top 3 of League Two, their first win in 4.
On Thursday, City made their first signing of the January window, Sam Stubbs from Fleetwood. We caught up with him to see what he'll bring to the club.
Exeter City, Reds are great, Reds are great. Others we pity. St. James's Park, any ground, right from the start. You'll hear the sound. People will say it wherever we play it. Exeter City celebrate.
Obviously, been tough enough with the quarantine and the 10 days. But really happy that I'm here now and can try and get cracking on. There's a lot about Exeter that's interesting. As I say, probably the biggest thing was the fact that the club and myself have been in contact, or we've known about each other for a while. And then obviously the way Exeter are in terms of developing players and moving them on and making the players better. So that was probably the 2 biggest things for me.
And you've had quite a crazy start to your Exeter City career already. I mean, finding out that you tested positive for COVID when you arrived, so you've had to self-isolate for the last 10 days. I mean, probably not the start that you...
No, like I say, didn't really have many symptoms and then lost my taste. So it's the way it is. It's where we're at the moment. I'm not going to complain. I lost my taste and a bit of a headache. People are suffering from it, so it's gone now. It's hopefully that's me with the antibodies. So yeah, no happy days.
How did you pass that 10 days? You're in a new place all on your own.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough, to be fair. Lots of FaceTime with family back home. I had my game out with one of the boys I met at Middlesbrough, and I had a bit of gym equipment, so it actually went quite quick, but not at the time.
And you're making your way back from injury and surgery. Can you update us on how that's going? Yeah,
obviously I'm probably 10 days behind with the quarantine, but now it's an injury that it's very much going off symptoms, so the actual injury's gone type of thing. So it's not one to be rushed, but at the same time I can further it as I feel ready, and been speaking to people here, and it's when you're ready and do it right. So hopefully that's gone soon enough and I can crack on.
I mean, what can City fans that don't know much about you expect from you as well?
Yeah, I always struggle with this question a little bit. Probably the only thing I can guarantee is that I'll do everything for the club, everything for the gaffer and my teammates. I love playing. I love being out there, and I love winning football games. And ultimately, what I want to do is move up the leagues with Exeter. And if we can do that this year, great. If not, we'll go again next year.
How would you define your playing style? pushed?
If it was pushed, not a throwback, but I like to defend. It's one of my better parts of my game. I like to head it. I like to block shots, block crosses. But I like to play inside as well. I like to try and play through the thirds as well.
And I think you've come up against Exeter a bit in the past, certainly when you were known at Notts County as well.
Yeah.
What have you made of the club?
Yeah, it was. I think I played them. I made my debut at Exeter, and I played them a couple of years ago, and it was a tough game. We got beat last minute, I think, which wasn't great. But no, they've always, whenever I've spoken to people about Exeter, they've always said great football club, play the right way, and full of good people.
And you've got League Two experience through Notts, and you've played Scottish football in the Netherlands and League One, so you've got a taste of everything, really.
Yeah, from the age I've been around, which I felt like helped me. It's exposed me to different styles of play, different changing rooms. Obviously being sadly relegated from League Two, so I understand how harsh and hard the division can be. So hopefully that will put me in good stead here.
I can't not mention your dad either.
Yeah.
Quite the football career. Has he been a big influence on you so far?
Yeah, he has. He's probably been the biggest influence on my football career. He's obviously there if I need him, and he doesn't get too involved. But he's been big, yeah.
And just finally, I guess I have to ask you, what are your goals personally for the rest of the season?
Yeah, get fit first, get my knee right, so that hopefully it can cause not many problems. Sorry. I think the biggest goal has got to go up. I think the position that we're in the league and the way that a week can turn your season around in terms of 3 wins in a week can rocket you up there. So yeah, I think that's it. Go up.
Back to full fitness, we spoke to City's number 1, Lewis Ward, about his footballing firsts.
Your first professional appearance?
Professional or senior?
Let's go senior, probably best.
First senior appearance was, I played for Whitehawk in the 4th round qualifying of the FA Cup against Chelmsford. It was at Whitehawk. Literally walked in on the day, didn't know the team, which was nice. And yeah, we drew 4-4, I think it was. It was a high scoring game. And then we lost the replay, which is a shame.
How did you feel at that as well, making your first start?
Yeah, it was one of those where when playing 18s football, you're not sure on, because I think I was 17 at the time, you're not sure on how you're going to cope with it and how you're going to deal with fans and stuff like that. And I think there was about 800 or so in the stadium, and just the atmosphere, you just soak it all up and you just get used to it. Even at Whitehawk, the fans there were noisy, they were loud, so it was a great experience, really.
Can you remember your first pair of boots that you had?
I think I was Pumas back in the day. They're probably a pair of Puma Kings. I'm not really sure.
How about your first clean sheet?
First clean sheet. My first senior clean sheet, I think I came at Margate when I was on loan from Reading. I think it was opening day of Conference South season. I think we either drew 0-0 with Bath or beat them 2-0. It was one of, can't remember what the score was, but I definitely kept a clean sheet, and I was thinking, opening day, clean sheet's always nice to settle down into the league. And it was obviously the first appearance in Conference South as well, so that was nice.
Your first penalty save?
I saved, if we talk about, is this senior again, or are we talking 18s football?
We'll go first you remember.
First proper penalty save I remember saving was a Youth Cup game. I think we had Crewe in the 4th round, and it went to penalties, and I think I saved 2 or 1 in the shootout, and it took us through to the next round. So that was nice. It was nice to be sort of involved in the shootout and make a contribution. It's always nice to have everyone running towards you rather than towards the penalty taker, so it's quite nice.
What's the first football match you can remember as a kid? What stands out to you if you think back?
David Beckham, Greece, I think it is.
Yeah, the free kick.
I think the free kick, it just stands out. It's just one of those that just, even at that age, you just remember it.
Hairs on the back of the neck kind of moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those, and you just, in awe. Every time you watch it, you get goosebumps.
What was the first match that you saw live?
I don't know who they were playing, but my dad was lucky enough to be involved with Microsoft, and they had something to do with Arsenal at the time. So we were quite lucky to go up to Highbury a few times, and I can't remember the first game that I saw there, but we were quite lucky to go up to Highbury a few times. So that was quite nice. That was a great experience as well. Even at that young age, it was great to be at Highbury.
Who was your first football hero? And I'm assuming it would probably be a goalkeeper, wouldn't it?
First football hero? Yeah, I think it was. I think probably Marcus Hanneman, probably one of the first goalies that I remember watching week in, week out. And at Reading, I got a season ticket sort of a couple of years before I joined, so it was quite nice to watch him week in, week out, and then sort of sign for the club as well, which was quite nice.
The first football kit you had?
It's probably be an Arsenal kit because my dad, probably be one of the old 2002 ones or something like that. Maybe an England one before that. I'm not sure, but I can't really remember it. My mum's probably got it hidden away in the loft somewhere. Vacuum packed bag. Doesn't want to throw it away because it's so small. Look how small you used to be.
Final one as well. It might be a tricky one to remember, but do you remember the first thing that you purchased with your first pay packet in football?
First pay packet in football.
You treat yourself to anything? I'm assuming back then it probably wasn't a lot of money, but.
No, I think I was saving. I think I saved straight away, and I was looking to buy my first car or my driving lessons or purchase something like that. I'm trying to think.
As a goalkeeper, you'd have to make a save there, wouldn't you? Hey?
You have to, yeah. But no, I think it was. I didn't go and buy something straight away. I think it was straight up. You need to put this into savings for a car. Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was savings. Yeah, straight away. Lottery ticket probably.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you very much.
Following your heart, in spirit, in soul. You make every tackle, score every goal. You're part of it, wherever you are in the world. From the first minute until the last kick. Victories, heartbreaks. You're part of the fabric, the passion, devotion, supercharging emotion. For you, there is only one. Abiding loyalty, togetherness that is second to none. Follow every kick, every tackle, every goal. With access to live stream games and matchday commentary, with coverage spanning the globe. Behind the scene content, newsletters and match highlights. There is no better way for you to get closer to your club. And with iFollow sales supporting them, there's no better way to show your love. When you can't be there with iFollow.
Sadly, that's all we've got time for on this week's Park Life. Fortunately, we'll be having Craig back in the driving seat next week, so I do appreciate you putting up with my somewhat janky presenting. Of course, don't forget you can still pick up your iFollow pass for Saturday's game against Stevenage. One more thing to say, in the words of Craig Bratt, come on City! But first, coming up, what are we doing? Looking back at you. We also speak to Will Barrett about That was going well. Damn. Now we catch up with Matt Taylor to tell us who. Yeah, he gives us thoughts on this Saturday. His thoughts. He gives us thoughts on Saturdays. Nah, I screwed that up again. Ever present in the side. No, 1 second. Back to full fitness, we caught up with City's #1 about his So close. Now time to catch up with William Barrett. William Barrett. Let's take a look back at that epic I was so close. Thanks for catching up with this week's Park Life. No, hang on, that didn't feel right. Sadly, that's all we got time for. Hang on. Do appreciate you putting up with my somewhat janky presenting. Match pass it. Wait, shall I? So it's the iFollow bit, isn't it? Don't forget, you can still pick up your iFollow pass for Saturday's game against Stevenage. What was the bit after? Oh, one last, damn, I thought that I was missing something. Okay. Was that all right?